I didn't like this film, and maybe that's the point. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Gray Media. Josh here, checking in with you, sharing a drink with you after dark. You know, things have been a little bit different here on the channel. People are a little bit worried. Are you going to just do these long form videos where you just talk about true stories? You're not going to have any of the fun, any of the fun little cussing? You're not going to get into some of the nitty gritty, talk shit about some really bad movies? Talk about some of my favorite B movies and just kind of trash them, put them down, right? Really get into some of that nitty gritty? Nah, dude. I'm still gonna do all of that. I'm still doing all of that. I got this, guy. Don't fucking worry. Still me, same motherfucker that's always been here. We're just gonna do things, once in a while. Once in a while, it's okay to have a little drinky poo. Just kind of let your hair down a little bit. Put the shades back on, right? Crying in the night, man. Cheese and crackers. It's Friday night. Can we just appreciate that the Wolfman is just taking over everything? Everybody's conversation? And that's fine. That's fine. I'm actually going to see it. Me and my buddy Fernie, we might do a live reaction, maybe even a spoiler discussion afterwards. Might even bring my brother on. That's how much I want to talk about the new Wolfman. So what I'm doing tonight, I got some new pickups. I've been busy. I've been doing stuff. I didn't want you to feel like I was forgetting about you because I'm talking about creature features and I'm not talking about blood and gore. Like I just forgot that blood and gore is the absolute shit. Like it's not my favorite thing in the whole fucking universe, right? I don't like to see some throats cut, a little bit of that hack and barbecue, a little bit of that something, man. I didn't go nowhere. So yeah, tonight I'm having a couple of drinks. I've been working on my living room. I've been working on my shelves. If you've been paying attention, I've been hanging out with Retro Joe. He sold me a ton of fucking VHS and so did the Crypt. So I had to do a little rearranging out there. It's feeling a little bit pent up. I had too many films now, probably encroaching on about 1,400 movies out there in the living room. And I'm at capacity. It's just part of what, if you look behind where this camera is, if I was to just magically flip it around, you would see about 100 CDs. Now, most of them are like Primus and Danzig and death metal. I see some Enslaved, some Emperor. I see a little black metal in there. I see some technical death metal, some Cannibal Corpse, some Cryptopsy, some Dark Throne, right? Physical media is a problem. It takes up a lot of space, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm just reorganizing my shelves. Some other cool things that have happened this weekend, besides getting all that VHS and kind of redoing my shelves out there, was I went region free for the first time. I know. I couldn't believe it either. So I learned the little hack, the Panasonic UB8 something hack, whatever. And I've been wanting that Blair Witch. I've got a couple of second sight films that won't play that I bought just because I love the movies. And I was watching somebody's video. I think it was Frank's, actually. Shout out to Frank's Media and Reviews. And it just came on randomly. When you do so much YouTube, not like I'm a content creator, right? When you do so much on the platform, you don't really watch a lot of your favorite people. I have watched some YouTube and it was just suggested that I watch one of Frank's videos from 8 months ago, right? God, how he's changed. Love you, Frank. And it was just him showing you this basic hack for the Panasonic. And I was like, is it time for me to finally go region free? And I looked up at Best Buy and they had his same player. And so I fucking went down there on my lunch break, right? Instead of getting pizza and being a bad person, I brought my wife catfish, real soul food from New Orleans, and I got the region-free player. So I've been setting that up all night. I've been watching werewolf films because I got my buddy Fern that wants to watch it. Everyone else is asking me questions, dude, dogging me how this movie's going to be so fucking amazing. You're going to really feel stupid when this movie just punks you. It's going to be Cronenberg on acid, dude. It's going to be body horror. It's going to have sound design. The monster's going to change your fucking life, man. And your dick's going to be hard in the morning because you love it so much. And I personally don't think that's going to happen, but I'm still excited to see it, so I have something to say, so I can at least, have an opinion, and talk about it on Monday. We're going to see it this weekend. So between going region free and then testing out all of I have a lot of region B films that the 4K might play, special features wouldn't play, some discs would. Now they all play. And I've been out there losing my religion, if you will. Playing region B discs, watching special features for films that I didn't think I could watch. And I've just been like a kid in the candy store, man. So now I am on the hunt, dude. When there's news, it's awesome. It's awesome. When there's new stuff released, you better damn believe that I'm going to be picking that shit up. And I pick it up anyway, just because they're my favorite films and I think it's cool to just look on the shelf. I was like, one day I'll have a region free player, and now I do. So look out, world. Ooh, what's that? That's that Tennessee whiskey, if you will. So I also picked up some new films, and let's go over them. They're nothing really worth writing home about. Some of those ones at Walmart, they've got like this kind of Valentine's Day collection, right? I feel like they had, was it Kickboxer in there, First Blood, some Rambo stuff. Then they had like My Bloody Valentine, which it wasn't the 3D version that I already have. It's just the new slipcover, right? They had The Mist. They had I Spit on Your Grave, but not the one you want, not the good one. They had fucking Warm Bodies, but I think I bought that like a dummy back on DVD, so I didn't really feel like that was worth upgrading. Stuff like that, right? They had some of that kind of shit, but one that they did have that I had to pick up was the motherfucking Descent, because I still have my copy from like 2006 when I moved back from Bend, Oregon, and I bought that thing from Blockbuster Video. The only Blockbuster Video in Oregon, in the world, right? That was my original copy of the Descent, and now I have this badass Blu-ray. So slide that baby right off, right? I'm upgrading to a new format, and it's pretty awesome. These are $9.96, I think, for all of the ones at Walmart. Get out there and pick them up. They're pretty basic, right? Basic little slip, Lionsgate, but for $10, dude. I mean, from DVD to Blu-ray, that's probably, I think I paid $25 on DVD from Blockbuster Video. So for $10, that's a score every day of the week. Some other stuff I picked up. Now, some of these are heavy, and I'm going to need a little bit of time to go through these. I'm just going to rant too in this video, right? I was going to go live, and I'm like, let's just get to know Josh a little bit. Let's see what he's up to. I'll save some of those heavies. Dude, I'm telling you right now, this 4K, this is one of my favorite films in the world anyway. I watch it probably 3 times a year. I'm a sucker for urban westerns, modern day westerns, and I fucked that up. I watched that last night. There Will Be Blood with Daniel Day-Lewis is on 4K from Criterion. You guys, it's so good. Not really, because it doesn't exist. I watched There Will Be Blood on DVD, old school, in my bedroom. All right, all 2 hours and 20 minutes of that bad motherfucker with Daniel Day-Lewis. This is No Country for Old Men. This is a 10. This is beyond a 10. It's something Kajunga. This is something that Wayne's World would have their own scale for. This film is so damn good. I love it so much. I haven't opened it yet. The Criterion, there's going to have everything in a bag of chips. Everybody and their mom's going to have this version with all the special features. So I'm so excited to watch this. I have a true Dolby Atmos system, right? So I've got like 7 speakers in the front, and then I've got 2 speakers in the back, and they all fire up. So I want to say it's a 9.1 true Dolby Atmos system, and that region-free player unlocked more capabilities for me that my Xbox One X was not doing. So it's pretty cool that I'm going to be able to check this movie out at the best possible visual experience, and then it's going to sound so good. Some of those gunshots, some of those dogs running into the water, right? Oh my God. Sugar with his fucking, his air. Call it. You gotta call it. Fucking 10, dude. Love that movie. What else? Last night, I've been on a creature feature tear. You know that if you've been paying attention. If you haven't, why not? It doesn't cost nothing to go back and watch creature features that are on Netflix and AMC, Backcountry. Check out my review from last night where I just kind of talk about this film and I talk about the true story. Really what I want to do with this series is just, get a couple of friends, right? I don't know if I'm going to use StreamYard because they're totally jacking up the prices, but we're going to find some sort of medium where I can get some friends of mine My coworker, a good buddy of mine, his name is Chris. He actually hunts Bigfoots. He moved from Ohio to the Bigfoot capital of the world here in this part of Eugene, Oregon, where I'm from. He's actually a little more coastal, but he has actual prints. He knows how to find them. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to have a cryptozoologist podcast episode where I interview him and we talk about his best Bigfoot experiences. He takes people out. He's just a real sharpshooter, and I fucking love the guy. And then my buddy Jay, that I also work with, he's been camping his whole life and he's got some real horror stories. So my thought was tell the horror stories and then recommend a movie that kind of sounds like it. So that's why that kind of came about. And I've always just been obsessed with creature features. I think they're just the best thing since sliced fucking bread. Now, last night I had an unopened copy from, what is this, Scorpion Releasing? Scorpion, right? From 1976. I feel like I bought this DVD probably like 20 years ago. Never opened it. I had it on VHS. This is 1976's Grizzly. So it's kind of cool when you open something for the first time and then you re-experience the one that you just opened, even if you've seen it a bunch of times. There's just something special that happens, man. Now there's no special feature. Well, there is special features, but there's no subtitles, the audio. I want to say it might be anamorphic master mono, right? So I think it was a big thing to push 5.1 when really I wanted that mono sound. I wanted to hear that grizzly coming after you. But it had like gags and blooper reels, right? It has featurette jaws with claws, right? Fun facts and trivia segments. Other Scorpion Releasing trailers, they're horrible, dude. But it's just a whole ball of fun if you've been a little bit under the influence. God forbid you're toking, smoking, drinking, whatever you're into, man. It's a pretty good time. So I did Grizzly last night. Now I need a little bit of time to get through these and watch each feature. Even though I've seen all these movies, I want to give them enough time to really kind of marinate and watch the special features. So the first one's from Synapse. Great movie. I want to say this is 87 or is it 88? 88. Synapse Films, you know, where all heads are half off. We're talking about the legendary Intruder. Intruder rips in every sense of the word. This is a great film. Really fun, really cool. Synapse always has those kind of like those films that are like street trash, right? Demons 2, they have this ability to kind of like capture some of those 80s just things that people didn't really care about. But this is a 2K restoration, so I love this film anyway. Great gore, great story, pretty decent acting. The gore though is really what hauls the mail for this film, so I want to watch the special features and come back and review that one correctly. Oh Lord, let's save this one for the last. Then I think my favorite Lucio Fulci film is hands down The Gates of Hell. I'm wearing the shorts right now. City of the Living Dead. City of the Living Dead, I think, is the best it's ever been for Fulci. I know a lot of people go zombie. I love zombie. There's nothing wrong with having that be your favorite Italian horror flick from him. But number 2 in the Gates of Hell Apocalypse trilogy is the motherfucking Beyond. And this is from, I want to say this is Grindhouse that put this out. I only have this on DVD. I've been waiting to upgrade till that 5-disc 4K comes out. So I've got the extra disc, I've got the giant book, I got reversible cover art, I got the Beyond, the spiders, right? I used to have this on DVD when it was 7 Doors of Death, right? The alternate cover, and it was like banned and they had to keep recensoring it. Like I've had the Beyond for a long time. My buddy Mike gave it to me probably 2001. So, and then it's also got this badass soundtrack, right? The Beyond soundtrack. The Beyond is so good. I'm obsessed with New Orleans. I always wanted to be from that city, and my wife is from there. I didn't plan that, right? Sometimes life just works out. Go watch my Interview with the Vampire review. I almost cry in that review if you want to really get weird. Like life, people get what's coming to them and you have to work really hard, and sometimes things just align. So that's way off topic, but yeah, I love my wife to death and she's from New Orleans. So anything that has to do with New Orleans, the Beyond shot there on the Causeway. If you've ever been stuck on the Causeway, I can't even imagine living through Katrina like she did. So pretty amazing film. The next one, the heavy up there with something like Faces of Death, but actually way more hardcore. American Guinea Pig, the Japanese version. There's a bunch of those, right? Those are all on Unearthed, but this right here, Unit 731, The Men Behind the Sun, the OG Japanese gore, horror, shock fest. This film right here, man, this will make you rethink having some Cheerios while you're watching. This is a horrifying film. Tons and tons of, like, you know, war experiments that the Japanese did. This is an incredible film. It's got a 4K restoration in case you didn't think your blood and guts and the way they're hacking people up and opening up their limbs and their innards and just having a great old time. If that wasn't gory enough, now we got a 4K restoration. It's probably more like 2K when it, you know, really boils down to it. But warning, not for the faint of heart. Men Behind the Sun exposes the stomach churning horrors of Unit 731, Japan's most secret and nightmarish military prison during World War II. So it's just prisoners, torture experiments, and it's just a couple of hours of that, and that's really all it is. It's just gore on gore, and it's one of the first films to kind of do that. When was this the 80s? When did this, 88? What's cool though is you actually can have English subtitles, or you can, like, this one gives you a version where you can read what they're saying. There's a couple versions online where you're just stuck with the Japanese and you're just watching these atrocities take place. So this one's kind of cool. It's got featurettes, a photo gallery. I watched a little bit of the interview stuff, and yeah, I need to really dedicate a whole evening to Men Behind the Sun, because you can't just put it on and bake a pizza. I mean, you can, right? I'll probably pet a cat while I'm watching it, but yeah, I wanted to give it the due that it deserves. And then finally, tonight I am watching 2010's, a film I watched at the midnight screening. I've been talking a lot of shit about Wolfman. My buddy Fern wants to go see it. I've already said that. So I'm like, we're going back to 2010 and revisiting. I bought this bad boy from Hollywood Video when they still had a couple in Eugene. It could have been Blockbuster. I feel like it was Hollywood, and I took the hype stickers off. Besides that little, you know, square off with Anthony H. Hopkins there, you know, my dude, right? Sir Anthony Hopkins and Benicio del Toro, where they kind of, right? A little CGI there. That's a little cheesy. The rest of the film, it's a Universal monster flick through and through. This is a damn good movie. Excuse me. Unrated. It's also streaming on Peacock, so I just kind of want to get my head right. I'm going to do maybe like top 10 werewolf movies of all time. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the night before. And if I had to bet money, I have to bet my mortgage, and I had to bet all of my physical media. Gun to my head, I'm going to say that the new Wolfman from 2025 will not make that list. But if I am wrong and the worlds collide, I would be more than happy to come out here and apologize and say, hey, I actually really liked it. I've tempered my expectations. I've talked to a couple of buddies of mine, and I'm getting some hate online with people saying that I think it's going to be awesome. You're a fucking dummy. And I'm like, that's cool, man. You know, I just didn't like the way that it looked. Why do you show me all that shit in the trailer? That's why I have a trailer diet. And then also my lovely wife got me this new interface M Audio, so that some of the music coming down the road, if there's a lull in content, it's because I'm recording new music that I'm going to use as the background, hopefully. It's got a synthesizer and a bass, and I write. I've been playing guitar for 25 years. I teach lessons. Any level, any difficulty level. I've taught people with autism to people that are pretty good shredders now. So if you want to know how to play it, let me know. I thought about having a Patreon just for guitar lessons, but music is my life. I just do this YouTube thing. It's kind of a hobby, but I'm stoked to be able to have a way to record vocals and kind of, you know, overlay some stuff. So that's what I've been up to the last couple of days. I've been watching tons and tons of disgusting, brutal, barbaric, true stories, creature features. I've been drinking tonight. I'm in a great fucking mood. About to end it. It's about 1:30 here on the West Coast in Eugene, Oregon, and region free. Rearranged all my VHS. I've been working out here in the garage. I got a new setup I'm kind of trying to work on too. And then, yeah, trying to get all my levels mastered for my new amp that I've got that's digital that can go into this thing, and then making sure the interfaces all work. It's all tech stuff, but I love electronics. I've always been really, I don't want to say I'm good at it because it sounds like I'm just a dick, but it's not hard for me. I'll say that. So I love learning new skills and trying new things out. So Guys, thank you so much. There's more stuff coming this weekend. I got a pile of movies to review, but I don't want to just put something out because, hey, I got Men Behind the Sun. It's going to make you throw up. You should watch it. I want to actually take some notes. I want to sit down with it. I want to smoke a cigar, if you will. And I want to put some time into it. I want to watch the special features and give you whether or not you should spend $30 on this Blu-ray, because it just feels like that's a better way to use your time. Should you wait for the 5-disc Grindhouse 4K that's coming from the Beyond? I only have it on DVD, so for me it's a no-brainer. I've really been holding out, but I took one for the team. I'm the sacrificial lamb for the Beyond and anything Fulci. So I'm obsessed with Fulci. I'm obsessed with anything Italian and gore cinema. So guys, take care of yourselves. I love you so much. If you can't be good, be bad, baby. Here's to being weird. Cheers.